Caleb Plant to still be talking and trolling on the internet after he declined the fight?
Well, yeah, that guy has a problem. Has to go see a mental person. I think he's just crazy, man. He just talks a lot of stuff. I think there's something wrong with him. I mean, and thank God that he's not fighting David, because David would finish his career. He would he will retire. And you can see signs that he's not up there in the head. So, I mean, poor guy.
Because he's fighting Anthony Durrell, but David stopped Anthony Durrell, so it's just like he's going backwards.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. My respects to Anthony Durrell. He's a good fighter. He's a very good person too. But I mean, face it, man. He didn't look good in his last fight. He hasn't been looking good. When was the last time he won a fight? And I mean, Caleb Plant is at the top of the fucking fighting the top fighter. And how are you gonna go all the way down to Anthony Durrell? But if that's what he wants, if that's what his management wants for him, I mean, I respect that. At the end of the day, I'm happy because they respect David. They don't want to face David, and I think we're in a good position right now. We can fight at 168, we can fight at 175, no problem, man. So we're here just to get more experience, and after this fight, there'll be a lot of fighters that want to fight David for the interim belt. So we're in a good position.
Do you kind of want to hold out hope maybe after if maybe Caleb Plant gets by Durrell and then Benavidez wins versus Lemieux, that maybe revisit that fight? Or do you think he's just putting on a show right now?
We are here. We are here to fight anybody, man. At this point, at this time, we need those fighters, And I'm hoping that he does good with Anthony Durrell, because if he looks like shit, who's going to want to see that fight, I think, but we're here, we're here to give anybody an opportunity to fight, we'll fight anyone, anybody.
Do you feel the buzz has grown for Benavidez and Canelo? I've talked to several trainers. Robert Garcia, he says Benavidez is the toughest guy. Boots Ennis' father, Bozy Ennis, he thinks that Andrade and Benavidez is the toughest guy.
I think
is that what you hear as well?
Yeah, that's what I hear all the time, and I think that's something that I agree with. Don't get me wrong, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the king of 168. He's a monster, man. But like I said, we're not afraid to take that challenge. It's not going to be an easy fight, but we're willing to take that chance. And fight the strongest, the king of the 168, man. If the opportunity is there, but we're not going to chase him. We're not going to wait for him. We're not. If the opportunity comes, we got to show ourselves. And hopefully it doesn't take that long, and maybe that fight could happen, because I mean, probably he'll get older, and the body will get older, or maybe he'll just leave boxing and go to golf, and I don't even know what's going to happen, but we're here, we're training, we're focused 100% in just boxing. So who knows, what is he going to do? So we just got to stay busy, get more experience. And if it happens, it happens. But it's not like we're desperate to fight Canelo. Everybody wants to fight Canelo, But at the end of the day, he'll fight anybody but David.
It just seems like right now y'all are concentrated, at least for the Plant, Andre, the Charlos, like one of those three guys, any one of those in September.
That's what my mind is set on right now. Once we get that belt, we'll fight, at least, these guys will want to take something away from David, and believe me, whoever beats David will get that Canelo fight, so why not, I think we're in a good path, in a good position. Once we get that belt, we're super focused on that fight. Like I said, we don't underestimate David Lemieux. Like I said, he's a dangerous fighter. Everybody's a dangerous fighter, but David can't just win that fight. We have to look impressive in order to continue to our journey.
Let me ask you, how has the move to San Diego, putting the training camp there, how has that been? And then with you having, your son David, Rayo, and then Diego, all three of them training side by side, how has that been over the last few months?
Super exciting, super motivated, man. I'm nothing, man. I didn't know nothing about boxing, bro. And now, to have two sons that were world champions. I had Zlatican, and also that fought Mikey Garcia. He was a world champion. Also, he became a champion with me. And now Jose Valenzuela working with me, and Diego Pacheco, man. I feel blessed, man. I'm thankful, to all the fans and to God and to everybody, man. I mean, to me, it's just a dream, I don't want to wake up from, because I was not a fighter. I didn't know nothing about boxing until I was like 25, 26, I dedicated myself, I sacrificed myself, and things are doable, So
Learned on the job.
yeah, learn on the job, man. And I manage David and Junior and Rayo, and I train them. So, man, I mean, I feel like I haven't even done anything yet, but we're there, thank God, little by little.
Getting to Diego Pacheco, how did you feel about his performance and him training with you and how everything went?
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think Diego Pacheco, he has a lot of tools. He's very talented. He's super young, but I don't think he knows how yet. He has so many weapons. I don't think that he knows how to, when is the right time to use all those weapons, We
Mhm.
only had a little bit of time. Thank God he stopped the guy in the second round. I will give him maybe like a B, somewhere around there, from 1 to 10, maybe like an 8. I think he could get much better. Hopefully he comes back. He seems happy. I gave him 2 weeks off, and I mean, we're going to be working a little bit more, and hopefully you guys can see a little bit more changes. I would love for him to throw the jab a little bit more, stay low, move his head a little bit more, and attack that body, and and be a little bit more explosive. So that's my goal, and that's what we're going to work on, and hopefully, and he understands and he listens. So I don't think we have a problem, and let's see how it goes.
Do you plan to keep him at 168 or maybe make a move to 160? Because he's so tall.
Like
He's like, what, 6'4"?
yeah, 6'4", man. 3 weeks before the fight, man. He was like at 170, 172, man. He was some weight.
So he can make
So
160, no problem. Yeah.
we could do 160, no problem. I think, uh, when he comes back, I'm gonna drop him down to 160 and see how he feels in sparring and all that, and I'm gonna train him to see like we were gonna fight, like I don't know when his next fight is, but if we have a chance, I'll drop him, and see how he feels, and if he feels strong, I think he's a 160 to be honest with you, but sometimes he sweats a lot. He loses a lot of weight right away. So he'll
Mhm.
be super strong at 160, man.
No, I did want to ask you about something.